Hi, it's Abby Smiles and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at the problematic queen herself, the one, the only, Trisha Paytas. I wanted to do a video on Trisha for a while, but I just never felt like the right time. Like, she's always problematic, so timing is perfect right now because she's very, very relevant, which is quite funny because you're all trying to cancel her again. It's just giving her more views and money, which she has no problem flexing on all of you. So everyone who's a hater and wants to cancel her, you're kind of buying into it because that is the only reason she's famous. She's problematic, which gets her attention, which gets her views, which pays her bills. Believe it or not, this video isn't to cancel her. I found her quite entertaining. I don't support her, but my god, she brings entertainment to the internet. And if you cancel everyone that's problematic, the internet's going to be a boring place. I mean, for sure, she should be held responsible. Why am I doing this video then? Basically, I don't like hypocrites. How is the woman who did this coming for other people? She's coming for a child and she's trying to come at them when she was a lot older when she did a lot of these problematic things. And currently up to date, she still does problematic things.
You're also American Jewish. Your people weren't the slaves.
You see, she's still saying ignorant stuff. If you were really Jewish, you wouldn't feel so attacked about people. You'd do your religion because you should do your religion for yourself, not for the public, not for like attention. You shouldn't care what people say. And for a while, she wasn't cancelled. People were loving her honesty. And yeah, she is honest. She's a 32-year-old woman attacking a 16-year-old. And that just doesn't sit right with me. I mean, yeah, Charli in that video was a brat. And to be honest, I don't get why everyone was so surprised because let's face it, y'all hyped her up because of her looks. You didn't hype her up for her personality, so you can't really get mad if her personality turns out shit, even though it really wasn't a big deal. She acted bratty. She acted a bit entitled. She's a kid who's gained fame very fast. She already lived a privileged life before that. If you thought she was this humble queen, then that's on you. Yes, the timing is completely out of order because everyone's in a pandemic, losing their jobs, struggling for money, and they're being snobby about having a private chef. So they probably shouldn't have released that during the pandemic, but that's not the first time you've come for them.
I understand so many people hate me.
Can we just point out the manipulation she's trying to do in these videos? I know everybody hates me. You can't do things that are problematic and expect people to just move on. You've got to show that you've grown from it, which you clearly haven't because you do this constantly.
I can't make everybody like me, but to call me out in a live where she's crying and saying people are telling her to kill herself, putting the both together and then in the same breath like putting me in the same category as them.
Obviously you go on a live, they feel so helpless, they're getting so much hate.
I'm just gonna say, Trisha Paytas, you have been completely rude to me multiple times. She doesn't have a personality, she can't dance, she's basic. Like, you have your own problems, please stop worrying about mine.
She's right. Trisha has a lot of damn issues. She has done so much to stay relevant and make coin on the internet.
And that's all I have to say on that. Quite honestly, I just, please stop talking about me. You're not a very nice person.
Trisha's told another little lie or bent the truth a little bit. She didn't lump you in with people are sending me hate. She clarified that you have been coming for her for a while, which is true. You have been calling her boring and you don't understand the hype, which a lot of people can say she's overhyped. Fair enough, that's your opinion. But you can't act innocent like you just reacted to a viral clip and that was it. And she didn't lump you in with this same category. She even said, that's it, you've been rude. Which, to be honest, the way you've come at it, you've been a lot ruder. She's been quite polite. I mean, if someone was attacking me when I was that age, I probably would not have handled it so gracefully. So that just proves she kind of is ready for this fame, because the way she's handling it, even though she's probably distraught inside, is absolutely amazing. Congrats to that young girl, because she's handling this so professional. She said it in such a calm way. She didn't ask people to send hate to you. She asked you to stop. If you find that as being like hateful and sending hate your way, that's just on you and you're clearly fishing for an argument at this point.
Being held accountable for behavior that I think is not acceptable isn't rude. You said, Trisha Paytas, you've been rude to me multiple times.
Aye, see how she's ignoring what she said previous? She keeps trying to lump it as one video, you know, she's reacted to the bad behaviour. No, honey, in your little frenemies podcast, you've said before how you think she's overhyped, she's boring. But Trisha can't really come for like Charli for being boring because her boyfriend's personality is literally water.
It's concerning how her parents raised her.
Her parents did a really good job raising her, because if someone came for me that had so many issues, she could have dealt with that far worse. I mean, Dixie dealt with it a lot more messier. Charli was nothing but polite.
James Charles' mentality of the keep my name out of your mouth. She told me to stop talking about her and that she's been rude that I've been rude when she's literally the most followed person on social media. That's what she signed up for. And I haven't been rude. I've given constructive criticism, or have I encouraged hate or anything. I was always saying stuff with constructive criticism.
Why would anyone think she's offered anything but constructive criticism? And it's not like she did one video where she said it. She milked this cow dry. So you can't really be like, I just wanted to help. Honey, no, you wanted views. You know, one thing I absolutely hate when people do that fake reaction next to videos. Like they haven't seen it before. Like, honey, you've done too many videos to try and play this off.
See, now, unfortunately for you, James, and yes, this is a drag, you have zero likability.
Of all people, she can't say you have zero likability, because, oh my god. I mean, does she not know who she is? He's popular right now, so it shows that he has some likability.
Gen Z showing their lack of education with this. What I did in that photo, blackface. Kangaroo fashion.
Notice how she clicked on the images and not all, because if you Google what it is, it translates to blackface. I don't understand. She's Googled it, so she must know it's blackface, and she must know that people will Google it to see if she's telling the truth.
A lot of people have accused me of doing blackface. I mean, James Charles and then all these other TikToks bringing up some old photos of me. A really bad addiction to tanning, and I know that sounds silly to a lot of people.
I think she forgot that she already told us that was a lie.
My strange addiction for tanning?
Oh yeah, but that was bullshit. Like I wasn't really addicted, but definitely not to tanning. I just did it to get on the show because
Final thoughts to Charli. Charli, you are a minor. I sincerely apologize for hurting your feelings in any capacity at that age. I know it could feel like the worst thing in the world. Do y'all really think I care if I'm big on TikTok, if I'm big anywhere?
She cares. She made, what, 73 TikToks? And wasn't her last video her apologizing? If you were truly sorry, you would leave it. Just move on. You're a grown-ass woman. Be the bigger person. Just move on.
Really thought he did something with his videos, which is so funny, which is why tune in to the Frenemies podcast next Tuesday. Link is in the bio for the new episodes. Using now at this point, because it's like, they really think they did something. Dixie with her dancing to the N-word last night. Why did you think that was okay? I said that 10 years ago. Why do you think it's okay now?
No, Dixie shouldn't have done that, because what Dixie's done, she's only weaponizing her racial slur for her own personal gain. She's not doing it to help racial issues. She's not doing it for any other reason. She didn't have a problem with this until now. A few of her friends in her group have said the N-word. So no, that wasn't okay. And Trisha, honey, you've danced to the N-word. Let's not pretend you haven't done that recent. Not until you went into this little random mental thing that people shouldn't dance to it. Also, love how you plugged your chat after claiming that you're done with this situation. So clearly you're not. Clearly the apology was bullshit, because you're still going to talk about it on a podcast.
Oh, Nikita Dragon liked this tweet. How fitting. Here comes the next serve of people literally killing people, literally not caring about the health and safety of people's lives. Here we go. It is illegal to not wear a mask. How is Saddle Ranch still even open right now, allowing this to happen now?
She's moving on to anyone who's liked it. She's just after relevancy at this point. If you stop replying, you stop feeding into it, literally move on. She's going for Nikki and now on about masks. You can't come at people if you don't wear a mask. I mean, there's video proof that you haven't been.
Now let's move on to some more dangerous news. Why does Tony Lopez get a pass for predatory behavior talking?
You see, I'm going to stop it here. Obviously, she's going after all TikTokers now, everyone, because they're still friends with him. And yes, you're still friends with Sean. But what had pictures pretending to with Willow? So much problematic things that are quite paedophilic. Yet you're still friends with him. So you can't say anything here, can you?
But here's my theory that James is sabotaging and setting up Charli from the beginning. So in the original video, he's the one that calls her out and says, what, 95 million wasn't enough for you?
You see, this proves she doesn't have any real friends. Your real friends comment if you say something, you know, a little bit above your head. They bring you back down to make sure you stay humble, stay true to yourself. Also, banter exists. I feel really sorry for her that she doesn't know this stuff.
So all eyes are on me, and James saw this as a perfect opportunity to call me out, knowing that people already hate me, and so it makes him look like the bad guy. Like, yes, now we're on Team James.
I mean, yeah, James Charles probably did tell her to say it and stood up for it, because when he was getting cancelled, ain't no one do it for him. He probably knows what it feels like to have the whole internet watching you lose subscribers. So that is it on that piece of drama. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe here. And me and Stitch hope you have a positive and amazing day. Sending lots of love.